Dear students, welcome to this session on voltage regulators. So, the resources are book by Gaikwad, op-amps and linear integrated circuits. And second one is design with operational amplifier and analog integrated circuits. So, a voltage regulator is a circuit that supplies a constant voltage regardless of the changes in load current. Although voltage regulators can be designed using op-amps, it is quicker and easier to use IC voltage regulators. IC voltage regulators are versatile and relatively inexpensive and are available with features such as programmable output, current or voltage boosting, internal short circuit current limiting, thermal shutdown, and floating operation for high voltage applications. IC voltage regulators are of following types. First one is fixed voltage regulators. They can be positive and or negative output voltages. Second one is adjustable voltage regulators. They again can be positive or negative voltages. Third one is switching regulators, and fourth one is special regulators. So except for switching regulators, all other type of regulators are called linear regulators. So the impedance of the linear regulators active elements may be continuously varied to supply a desired current to the load. On the other hand, in the switching regulator, a switch is turned on and off at a rate such that the regulator delivers the desired average current in the periodic pulses to the load. Because switching element dissipates negligible power in either on and off state, the switching regulator is more efficient than linear regulator. So in switching regulators, the power dissipation is substantial during the switching intervals, that is on to off and off to on interval. Moreover, most loads cannot accept average current in periodic pulses. Therefore, most practical regulators are of linear type. So, voltage regulators, especially the switching type, are used as control circuits in pulse width modulation, push-pull bridge and series type switch mode supplies. Almost all power supplies use some type of voltage regulator IC because voltage regulators are simple to use, reliable, low in cost and available in a variety of voltages and current rating. A vast number of voltage regulators are available. Their data sheets, application notes are provided by the manufacturers that contains the information on design and how to use the device. So the next session presents a selection of voltage regulator to illustrate the design and construction features of these devices. So first of all, we will talk of fixed voltage regulators and in that positive voltage regulators. So 78XX series is a series which is positive voltage regulators. These are the device types 7, 8, 0, 5, 6, 8, 12, 15, 18, 24, and they have the output voltage 5 volt, the last two digits 6 volt, 8 volt, 12 volt, 15, 18 and 24. The maximum input voltage up to 7818 is 35 volts and 7824 can be given maximum input voltage of 40 volt. So these ICs are designed as fixed voltage regulators with adequate heat sinking that can deliver output currents up to 1 ampere. These devices do not require external components and can be used to obtain adjustable voltage and currents. These ICs have internal thermal overload protection and internal short circuit current limiting. So as shown in figure, the proper operation requires a common ground between the input and output voltages. Moreover, the difference between input and output voltage, called the dropout voltage, must be typically 2 volt even during the low point on the input ripple voltage. Furthermore, the capacitor Ci, that is input capacitor at the input side, is required if the regulator is located an appreciable distance from a power supply filter. Although C0, that is the output capacitor on the output side, is not needed, it may be used to improve the transient response of the regulator. So the typical performance parameters for a voltage regulators are line regulation, load regulation, temperature stability, and ripple rejection. Line or the input regulation is defined as the change in output voltage for a change in input voltage and usually expressed in millivolts or as percentage of the output voltage V0. Load regulation is the change in the output voltage for a change in the load current and is also expressed in millivolts or percent of output voltage. Temperature stability or average temperature coefficient of output voltage TCVO is the change in the output voltage per unit change in temperature and is expressed either in millivolt per degree centigrade or ppm per degree centigrade. Ripple rejection is the measure of regulator's ability to reject ripple voltage and it is usually expressed in decibel. So the smaller the value of line regulation, load regulation, temperature stability, the better the regulator is. So these are the positive voltage regulators which we already discussed. This is metal package and this is the plastic package. Pin number 1 is input, 2 is output and case is ground for a metal package. For a plastic package, pin number 1 is input, 2 is ground and 3 is output. So 7800 regulators can be used as current sources. So here it's a typical diagram of 7805 as 0.5 ampere current source. So this is the output voltage V0 and we can write the load current IL is equal to VR upon R plus IQ, where IQ is the quiescent current in amperes, and for 7805 it's 4.3 milliampere. So referring this figure, we know that VR is 5 volt, R is 10 ohm, therefore IL is nearly equal to 0.5 ampere. So that can be used as a 0.5 ampere current source. So in this diagram, the output voltage with respect to ground can be written as VR plus VL, where VL is IL into RL and the load resistance RL is 10 ohm, hence VL is 5 volt. Therefore, V naught is equal to 10 volt. So since the dropout voltage of 7805 is 2 volt, the minimum input voltage required is input is equal to V naught plus dropout voltage, that is 12 volt from the input. So a current source circuit using a voltage regulator can be designed for a desired value of load current simply by selecting appropriate value of R. However, that V in depends upon the size of RL and also the dropout voltage of the regulator. Next, we come to negative voltage regulators in the fixed voltage regulation. So 7900 series of fixed output negative voltage regulators are the complements of 7800 series devices. So the negative voltage regulators are available in same 7 voltage options as 7800 devices. In addition, we have two more devices, one with minus 2 volt and another with minus 5.2 volt. They are also available in 7900 series. So as already seen, these are the device types, device output voltage and maximum input voltage required. So these are the two additions from 7800 series. Up to 18 volt maximum input voltage that can be given is minus 35 volt, and for a 25 volt it's minus 40 volt because they are negative regulators. So this is the package type. In case of metal package, pin number 1 is ground, case is input and 2 is output for 7900 series. For a plastic package, 1 is ground, 2 is input, 3 is output, and surface is heat sink, and that can be connected to pin 2. Now we will talk of adjustable voltage regulators. So many manufacturers that use fixed voltage series like 7800 and 7900, they have to stock and hold in inventory a large amount of these devices. So this approach increased inventory and proved costly. So adjustable voltage regulators provided the answer to excessive inventory and production cost. Now these devices satisfy many voltage requirement from 1.2 volt to up to 57 volt. Moreover, they have many performance and reliability advantage over the fixed types. The advantages are improved system performance by having line and load regulation of a factor of 10 or better. They have improved overload protection and allows greater output current over operating temperature range. They have improved system reliability with each device being subjected to 100% thermal limit burn-in. So the adjustable voltage regulators have become more popular because of their versatility, performance and reliability. The LM31 series is the most commonly used general purpose adjustable voltage regulators. So coming to adjustable positive voltage regulators, we will examine LM31 series adjustable 3-terminal positive voltage regulators. So here the output voltage can be varied from 1.2 to 57 volt and current from 0.1 to 1.5 ampere. You can see LM317 which is 1.2 to 37, 317H, HVH, LM all from 1.2 to 37, and HV, here we can vary voltage from 1.2 to 57. Output currents, they are variable. For 317 it's 1.5, H it's 0.5 ampere, 317 HV it's 1.5 ampere. Maximum input voltage, that is 60 for 57 volt, and for the rest is 40 volt. Ripple rejection is almost 80 dB except for L, which is 65 dB, and these are the packages types available for these regulators. So as you can see in figure, these are the standard packages and types available for LM317 series. So there is 3 terminals are V in, V out and adjustment. So you can see for metal can package and for plastic package the pin configurations for TO3 steel, TO39, TO220 and TO202. So the figure shows a typical connection diagram of LM317, and it is obvious from here that it requires two external resistors to set the output voltage. The resistors are this R1 and R2. So when configured, it develops a nominal 1.25 volt reference voltage between the output and the adjustment terminal. This reference voltage is impressed across resistor R1, and since the voltage is constant, the current I1 is also constant for a given value of R1. Because resistor R1 sets current I1, it is called current set or program resistor. In addition to the current I1, the current I adjustment IADG from the adjustment terminal also flows through the output set resistor R2. LM317 is designed such that this IADG, that is the adjustment current, is very small and constant with line and load changes. The maximum value of adjustment pin current is 100 microampere. The output voltage, this can be written as R1 I1 from here plus R2 into I1 plus I adjustment. So here I1 is V reference upon R1. R1 is the set resistor for current I1 and R2 is to set the output voltage V0, and IADJ is the adjustment pin current. Now substituting the value of I1, we get V0 is equal to V reference into 1 plus R2 by R1 plus IADJ into R2. However, this adjustment current IADJ is very small and constant. Therefore, the voltage across R2 due to IADJ is very small and can be neglected, and we can write V0 as 1.25 into 1 plus R2 by R1. This is the output voltage which is there for this adjustable positive voltage regulator. Now from the above equation, it is indicated that output voltage is function of R2 for a given value of R1 and can be adjusted by varying the value of R2. The current set resistor R1 is usually 240 ohm, and to achieve good load regulation, it should be tied directly to the output of regulator rather than near the load. Normally, no capacitors are needed unless LM317 is situated far from the power supply filter capacitors. So, in which case an input bypass capacitor C1 is needed, that is 0.1 microfarad disc or tantalum capacitor is suitable for input bypassing for almost all the applications. An optional capacitor C2 can be added to improve the transient response. The output capacitor is of the range of 1 to 1000 microfarad of aluminium or tantalum electrolytic and are commonly used to provide improved impedance and rejection of transients. The adjustment terminal can be bypassed with C3 to obtain very high ripple rejection ratios, which are difficult to achieve with standard 3-terminal regulators. With a 10 microfarad bypass capacitor, 80 dB ripple rejection is obtained at any output level. When the external capacitors are used, it is sometimes necessary to add a protection diode to prevent the capacitors from discharging through the current points into the regulator. This is for protection. There is no need to use these diodes for output capacitance of 25 microfarad or less. Protection diodes are included for use when the outputs are greater than 25 volt and high values of output capacitances. So coming to adjustable negative voltage regulators, LM337 series is of adjustable voltage regulator and is complement to LM317 series devices. The negative voltage regulators are available in same voltages and current options as LM317. There is a change, that is, it is now not 57 volts, it's 47 volts. You can see here it's minus 47 volts. This is there. So maximum output current is 1.5 ampere. Input voltage maximum is 40, and in case of HV and HVH are 50 volts. Ripple rejection is almost 77 dB. In case of LZ it's 65. These are the pin configuration and package availability of negative voltage regulators. In the next section we will talk of PLL.